Good morning, children. Without further discussion, introduction, here I'm going to start the class for today. This is the second part for that book, workbook. Last day we have done certain things. As you can see, that last part that we have completed was the dictionary use, and today we are going to do certain different things. Here is learning the language. But is almost everything we say or write for communicative purpose, that means to communicate, talk to anyone, to inform or to get informed, is made up of certain arrangements of words that we call sentences. Sentences can be classified to their purpose. We have different types of sentences. First one, as you can see here, as it is written, interrogative sentences, which usually asks for informations. It can be a statement that we call declarative sentence. It may be imperative, which usually tell us about what? About to do something or to go somewhere. That means a kind of order or request or certain things like that. Next, we have exclamatory sentences, where we usually express certain or strong feelings. When our feelings is expressed, that is called exclamatory. So where certain sentences are provided to you, what you have to do, you have to go through those sentences and you have to identify what type of sentences these are. A detective serial will be shown every night at 10:20 p.m. This is declarative sentence or assertive. One information is provided. Has he rejected the job offer? One question mark is there. As well as it starts with helping verb, so it should be interrogative. Then we have, you are not allowed to bring eatables into the library. That means one direction is provided, or what to do and not to do is mentioned here, so it is going to be imperative. How lovely is the day? This is, you can see, this is a kind of expression of wonder. So it is going to be exclamatory. Where is the new dress that you brought? Again a question. So it should be interrogative. And the final one, first boil the water for 5 minutes and then add the vegetables. Again one information, or you can say one direction is provided. So it is going to be imperative sentence. Here you are asked to rewrite the following groups of words so that they form meaningful sentences. Insert appropriate punctuation wherever necessary. As you can see, you waiting to connect a bus for going hour. So here you can easily say, you can write like this: you are waiting. You are waiting. Waiting for what? You are waiting for a bus. You are waiting for a bus going to Sound Connaught. Actually, it sounds Connaught. CO. It is a place in Delhi. NNAUGHT. So you can see it is nicely placed here. Okay. So in this way, you have to do the remaining. Those first chapter, what I am doing, I am trying to provide you as many things as possible. But what I want, do not go blindly what I am writing here or I am going to provide you here. You should use your own language. Okay. Try to change this language. Use your favorable language, easier one, harder one, the way you want. So that there should be difference in your writing and your friend's writing. Next page, it is written, as in working, Sia Chennai is receptionist. So I can write like this: C. Then I'll take is. Then I'll be taking working. C is working. Now, as what? As a receptionist. Where? In Chennai. Good. And now these are nothing but these things we have done last year. This is rearrangement of sentence, the part of vocabulary. Then it is when of Sicily was born Archimedes in the town. So we should start with Archimedes. A-R, this is the name. Archimedes. Archimedes was born. Where? Born in the town of Sicily. Next. Next one, see wow. Managed so quickly reach to the finishing point. Here I am writing wow. Since it is wow, it is an expression of wonder, surprised. So I am using one exclamatory sign. Wow. See? Managed. To do what? To reach. Reach where? Reach the finishing line. Oh, wow, she managed to reach the finishing line so quickly. Next, cooking was vegetable the before. Wash vegetables before cooking. So what we have done? We have done this rearrangement. Now next you can see the police is questioning a murder suspect. Complete the question. Now look, it is given you are you Sham Bahadur? No, I am Ram Bahadur. So you can see here blanks are there. You have to fill up those blanks. That this entire passage, this entire conversation must look appropriate one. Okay. So first it is asked by a police that are you Sham Bahadur? Then the answer is no, I am Ram Bahadur. Then it is asked police dash on the night on 5th September. So where? We'll start with where. Where were you on the night of 5th September? So answer is suspect. I was at the cinema. Dash I was Sholay. I saw Sholay. So I should be asking what was he watching? So what should be the question? Which cinema did you see? Answer is I saw Sholay. Then again straight to your house. Question is no, first I went to the shop. So I should write did you go straight to your house? Answer is no, first I went to a shop. Police dash, then I wanted to have a cold drinks. Then a question should be why did you go to the shop? Answer is I wanted to have a cold drinks. Dash when you entered your house. I saw my uncle lying on the ground. Then it should be what did you see when you entered your house? What did you see? That his uncle was lying on the ground. Thank you, Sham Bahadur. I'm sorry, Ram Bahadur. Now, next it is given, use the given group of words to make imperative sentence. This is of no use, kindly strike it out. This is not required. So, we'll move to the next part. Here one passage is provided that what you have to do, you have to mark and understand which parts of speech it belongs. So, boxes are provided, you will be writing those things in those boxes. So, here I am just providing which one belongs to which parts of speech. Alexander went to the horse and took hold of the bridle. Bridle is the name of particular strap that is attached to the face of the horse. So, this is the name, so it should be noun. He patted him on his neck. Patted. One work is done, so it is verb. And soothed him with his voice. This is also an example of verb. Showing by his easy and unconcerned manner that he was not afraid of him. So here afraid stands for adjective. ADJECTIVE. Kindly watch in full screen so that you can have proper view of these things. Now next it is provided. whose failures gradually became calm and subdued. Now, this is the name of a horse, actually, the horse of this, most probably the horse of Alexander. So, this is also noun. Became calm and subdued. So, this is the condition. So, this is also adjective. The condition of this particular horse is mentioned here. Alexander turned the horse head to the pavement to prevent him from seeing his own shadow quietly and gently. Both are example of adverbs. Laid on a cloak on him and sprung upon his back. This is verb. When action is denoted. So when one action is denoted, that is verb. Name is denoted, that is noun. When the quality or features or negativity, positivity, something good, bad of noun or pronoun is done, that is adjective. And when the work of the subject is criticized or valued, that is called adverb. Alexander did not restrain the horse. Verb, restrain is verb. He encouraged him with his voice so that the horse flew across the plain instantly. Plain is noun and instantly is adverb. King Philip and the other looked on with fear and later with admiration when they saw that the horse and the rider were at ease with each other. So here admiration is a noun, this is the abstract noun. When they saw that the horse and the rider were at ease with each other, once the horse was satisfied with the run, Alexander returned him safely to the king. Here safely is also example of adverb. So kindly note down these things in these particular places, so to complete this entire workbook. Next we have one writing part, that will also work, because I will not interfere into that grammatical part or in that composition part or comprehension part, okay, because that will be surely beyond literature. So that much is enough. Kindly go through this worksheet or workbook that is related to the first topic, okay, that in video form, and tomorrow you will have the class and there we will discuss the story. Thank you, children.